Jill Duggar is grieving. In a heartbreaking turn of events, the beloved reality TV star and outspoken Duggar daughter has shared news that has left fans stunned and heartbroken. A beloved family member has passed away, and Jill has taken to social media to open her heart in a deeply emotional tribute that has struck a chord with thousands across the globe. It's not just the sadness of death that has captured attention, but the layers of loss, love, and raw emotion that Jill has revealed. For many who have followed the Duggar family's journey for years, this latest tragedy feels incredibly personal. The world first met Jill Duggar as one of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting. As one of the eldest daughters, Jill was always seen helping care for her younger siblings. She was gentle, kind, and carried a nurturing spirit that many viewers admired. Over the years, however, Jill has carved out her own path, sometimes breaking away from the traditions and teachings of her ultra-conservative family. Her decision to speak her truth and live authentically has garnered support from fans and critics alike. But even with her newfound independence, Jill remains deeply connected to her roots, and when tragedy strikes, it hits hard. This week, Jill revealed that she is mourning the death of her beloved grandmother, Mary Duggar. While the news may not be entirely new to those closely following the Duggar family timeline, Jill's recent post revisiting her grief has resurfaced painful memories. Mary passed away a few years ago, but as Jill marks the anniversary of her grandmother's death, the pain is just as sharp. In a heart-wrenching Instagram post, Jill shared a photo of her holding her grandmother's hand, a tender moment that captured the deep bond they shared. "I miss you so much, Grandma," Jill wrote. "Not a day goes by that I don't think of your kindness, your hugs, and the way you always made me feel safe and seen." Fans flooded the comments section with words of love and sympathy. Many shared their own experiences of losing a grandparent and how those memories linger, no matter how much time passes. One follower wrote, "Your grandma was such a sweet soul. I remember her on the show and how she always smiled with her eyes." Another added, "Grief doesn't end. It just changes. You honoring her memory like this is so beautiful." Mary Duggar was not just Jill's grandmother. She was a beloved matriarch within the Duggar clan, a woman who lived her faith loudly and lovingly. As a widow, Mary was strong, independent, and deeply involved in the lives of her grandchildren. She often appeared on the family's reality shows, exuding warmth and wisdom. Fans fondly remember her spirited personality and how she lovingly engaged with all her grandkids. Her sudden passing in 2019 was a shock to the entire family. At the time, it was reported that Mary had tragically drowned in a swimming pool accident at her home in Arkansas. The news was devastating, and tributes poured in from every corner of the Duggar family. Jill's latest message marks the 5th anniversary of Mary's passing, and the pain remains palpable. "It's been 5 years," Jill wrote, "but it still feels like yesterday. I wish you could have seen my boys grow up. You would have loved watching them laugh and play." Jill, who shares 3 children with her husband Derek Dillard, has often spoken about the impact her grandmother had on her life. In her memoir, Counting the Cost, Jill dedicated an entire section to Mary, calling her a lighthouse in a storm and a gentle strength she could always lean on. "She never judged me, never shamed me, even when I made decisions that went against the family grain," Jill wrote. Her love was unconditional. That kind of support was especially meaningful for Jill, who has endured a highly publicized rift with her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle. After stepping away from the family's reality TV empire, Jill and Derek began to speak out about the controlling environment they had experienced, specifically calling out the lack of autonomy, the suppression of voices, and the strain that fame brought into their personal lives. Through all of it, Mary was a quiet supporter, someone Jill says gave her the courage to move forward. "She told me, 'Follow where God leads you, and don't be afraid to stand up for your family,'" Jill shared. "That advice still echoes in my heart." Fans have praised Jill for being honest, vulnerable, and brave. But it's clear that even the strongest hearts still ache. As Jill continues to process her grief, she's also encouraging others to do the same. In her post, she urged her followers to reach out to loved ones. Life is short, she wrote. If there's someone you need to forgive or someone you need to say, I love you, to do it today. The outpouring of love has been massive. Messages, prayers, and digital hugs are still pouring in, showing just how much Jill has touched people through her openness. While Jill's tribute focused primarily on Mary, there's a deeper context that fans have also noted. The loss of her grandmother may also be bringing up unresolved grief about the other losses Jill has endured, some personal, some familial, and some emotional. In recent years, Jill has spoken about suffering a miscarriage, losing a baby she and Derek had long prayed for. That loss, combined with the estrangement from her parents and the complicated emotions tied to growing up on television, has weighed heavily on her spirit. But through it all, Jill has chosen to be a voice for healing and growth. Her grief over Mary Duggar is raw, but it's also a powerful reminder of love that never fades. As one follower poignantly wrote, "She's still with you, Jill. In your heart, in your children's laughter, in the way you choose kindness every single day." Indeed, grief is not linear. And while anniversaries can trigger tears and heartbreak, they can also become moments of reflection, gratitude, and deeper love. Jill's tribute has opened a space for others to mourn, reflect, and remember those they've lost. What makes this even more moving is the timing. As Jill navigates this season of remembrance, the Duggar family as a whole is still grappling with the aftermath of scandal, exposure, and division. The once tightly knit family has unraveled in many ways, especially after the conviction and imprisonment of Jill's eldest brother, Josh Duggar. His crimes brought shame and sorrow upon the family and left wounds that may never fully heal. In her memoir and recent interviews, Jill has made it clear that she is trying to build a healthier life for her own family, one built on truth, safety, and freedom. And in many ways, remembering her grandmother seems to fuel her determination even more. "Grandma always reminded me that love is the greatest legacy we leave behind," Jill said. "So, I'm trying to love better every day." Derek, too, shared his thoughts, reposting Jill's message and adding his own tribute. "Mary was a treasure. Her faith and gentleness made a lasting impression on me. I miss her, too." Their shared grief is also a testament to their strong marriage, something fans have praised over and over. Unlike some of her siblings who remain tied closely to the Duggar fold, Jill and Derek have become symbols of resilience, independence, and authenticity. The death of Mary Duggar may not be a new story, but Jill's recent reflections have breathed fresh life into the narrative. It's a reminder that grief doesn't operate on a timeline. It comes in waves, in quiet tears, in sudden memories triggered by an old song or a favorite meal. And in honoring that grief, Jill is showing her followers that it's okay to feel deeply, to mourn loudly, and to never forget. Even those who don't follow the Duggar family closely have been touched by Jill's post. Her vulnerability cuts through the noise and taps into something we all understand: the pain of saying goodbye, the ache of longing, and the beauty of remembering. As the anniversary of Mary's passing continues to be marked in small, sacred ways, fans are sending Jill their love. Some have started sharing their own photos of grandparents they've lost, creating a ripple of remembrance across social media. In a world that often moves too fast, Jill has given us all a reason to slow down and hold our loved ones close. Her tribute to her grandmother is more than just a post. It's a love letter to the past, a torch carried forward, and a reminder that grief, when shared, can become something sacred. Mary Duggar may be gone, but her legacy lives on, in Jill, in her children, and in the quiet strength she passed down. And through Jill's words, that strength now belongs to all of us. May her memory be a blessing, always. Hello, lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Kerstina. Hope your day is so well. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.